Aaron Lewis. He is the pastor of the Family Church in Hartford, Connecticut. Connecticut is in the thick of the same battle that we are, and Reverend Lewis has been in the thick of that battle as well. So thank you, Reverend Lewis.
First of all, let me say to everyone that I love you. I'm going to say that one more time. I love all of you. Listen, there's a word that we use in spiritual circles. It's not relegated only to spiritual circles, but it's a word called discernment.
All right.
And that word has to do with our ability to see deeper than that which meets the eye.
Okay.
To see things that other folks are not seeing. And when we don't have discernment, often we are considered as being blind.
Yes.
And so I've seen in the past few months so many people that have become blinded by agendas
Okay.
all over the world. One of the things that totally insulted me and totally came against everything that I believe is when governments made their own unconstitutional decision to shut down the church.
Okay. All right. Preach.
Something is fundamentally wrong when government leaders don't recognize that the church is essential.
Tell it.
The strangest thing is that the blind all over America were not recognizing that churches all over the country, 95% of which has less than 150 members,
Okay.
were closed, but yet Costco remained open. Home Depot remained open. Walmart remained open. And added to that, the small business sector that employs less than 50 people were forced to have different accommodations, but yet big businesses continue to do business as usual, while the entire middle class and poor were decimated. Something's wrong with this picture. And even if we were blind, I'm here to announce we ain't blind no more. I've been to 61 countries in the world, and I stand as a humanitarian. I fight for civil rights all over the world. And as an oracle of God, I can make decrees, and I do boldly and without apology. And I'm here to tell you that those who shed innocent blood
Yes.
and who are responsible
All right.
for shedding innocent blood, God said
All right.
that the blood crieth out from the ground.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter to me how many zeros Mr. Gates has behind his bank account.
Preach.
It doesn't matter to me how many terms the governor, your governor, my governor has served. It doesn't matter because God will have the final say. The intimidation,
Okay.
but even more than the intimidation, the blatant lies. Last night I saw Chris Cuomo on television and he was lying. And we have to begin to tell our truth by calling out their lies. Now, I'm not here to make you feel bad for having been blind. All of us get caught out in life at one time or another. The church did, the Protestant church, the Catholic church. You can be blind. That's all right. Just come to the light at some point. Because in the Bible that I read and preach from, there was a guy, and I'm almost done, named blind Bartimaeus.
All right.
And he was blind. Blind. He could not see. But guess what he could do? He could hear. And he heard that one day a man named Jesus was coming through. And when he heard that, he said, if only I can touch Jesus and he can touch me, I won't be blind no more. But I'm going to tell you a secret of how he received his sight. Even though he was blind, he knew that he had something that every citizen in New York has, and we need to use it more. It's called a voice. And the Bible says that every time he got closer to Jesus, he cried out all the more. And the people in the crowd told him to shut up, stop screaming, be more disciplined, act like you have some sense, act like you have demeanor. And the Bible says the more they tried to stop his voice, the more he cried out. So I'm leaving you with this. They're going to intimidate you. Listen, if they take me down off of YouTube, y'all put me back up. Because I'm not going to stop until I die. Because my right is to live and to have life more abundantly. And I don't care who decides what they want to decide behind their closed doors. They can't decide on your life, my family's life, your family's life. If they want to inject themselves, they can go behind their closets and do it in secret. They're not putting anything in my veins or your veins, because I'm not going to let it happen. God bless you, and God